In one of our last video, we have seen how to work with agent skills in Google ADK, but there are basically two patterns how we can write skills in Google ADK. So we have already seen how we can define skills in form of file system and integrate it with Google ADK, but there is another option also where we can define skills in the code. And while working on this particular skill, we can also compare in which particular scenario, which particular method is going to be useful. So before we go ahead and implement this approach, I just want to highlight few things which would make the code understanding easier. So basically when we write any kind of skills in Google ADK, so there are three part of it which Google ADK framework has been identified as L1, L2 and L3. So L1 is basically for skills name and description, and this is called front matter of skill.md file. So just to give you a better understanding what we are calling the front matter of skill.md, in our last demo, we have created a skill file system like this, and then we have referred it in our Google ADK code. So if I open this skill.md, the first part which comes under this YAML formatter is name and description, and this is called the front matter of skill.md, and this is the L1 section of skill.md. The L2 section is going to be where we provide the primary instructions for skills, and this gets loaded when the skill is getting triggered, and this is basically the body of skill.md. So again, if I go to the same skill, this particular section, what we see over here, this is the body of skill.md, and this is called L2 section as per the framework, and this would only gets loaded when the agent is going to trigger this particular skill. At L1 level, it is just going to identify based on the name and description. The body is not going to get loaded at that point of time. So it is just going to identify, okay, which particular skill it has to use based on the name and description. And when it's going to trigger this particular skill, then only the L2 section is going to get loaded. Now the last part is L3, and this L3 include additional resources like reference, scripts and assets. So if we try to understand it from here, so you can see that we do have the reference and the script sections as well. And these are the L3 sections. So here we have just utilized the reference and the script, but we can also create a folder for assets where we can just provide the assets which has to be referred in this particular skill. And this is called the L3 section. So to implement this, I have created a new folder, and as you can see in this folder, I do have two files. One is going to be environment where I'm going to have my Google API key, and another is going to be agent.py, which is completely blank as of now. And in this agent.py, we need to import certain packages, which is going to be totally different than what we have imported earlier. So let's just go ahead and import the required packages. So first is going to be our agent, which would help us to create agent. The second is going to be the new one, which is going to come under skills, and then we have to import models. And the third one is going to be same what we have imported earlier as well. This is going to be tools, and this is going to be SkillToolset. So in our last video, when we have created this weather skill, then we were just directly importing everything from the file structure which we have created over here. But in this case, actually we have to declare everything in the code. So what we need to do is we need to utilize this models package which we have imported, and under this model we have to call this skill. And now as soon as you call this skill, if I go over here, then you can see the first thing is front matter instructions and resources. And if you scroll it a bit down, then you can see a skill combines this L1, L2, L3, which we had covered. So this front matter is basically your name and description of the skills. So let's see how we can define it. So again, we have to call this models, and under this models, you can see this front matter, which I have to import here. If I go to front matter, then you can see the name and description. So here I can define the name and description of my skill. So I can just call it weather skill, and I can provide the description as well. Now our front matter is completed. After that, actually we have to provide the instructions. Now instruction is something which is going to be the L2 sections. Now I can just go for the instructions. Now if I go back to my skill.md and I can see like what instruction was passed over here, I can just copy paste everything from here, and I can just paste it in the instruction box. So I can put it in the braces, and I can pass the instructions because this is going to be a multi-line instruction. So you can see like how I'm passing it. So we do have the course and the /n so that we can cover the multi-line instructions. And this is going to be the same instruction what we have passed earlier as well. Now the last part in this is going to be the resources, and this should be of resources type. We just have to pass the resources here. And after that, because this is going to be resources type, so again I have to call the models and then the resources. And under this, then we can pass rest of our instructions. So if I go to resources, you can see we can pass the references, assets, and scripts under this. And this is going to be of dictionary type. So I do have the references, and then I do have the scripts as well in this, which I can pass under these curly braces. So when we were passing our skills using a file structure, so we can just go ahead and create a reference folder, the script folder, and we can pass all our references, details, and codes in these files. Now the challenge is, if you are going to define the same thing using code, then you have to pass all those references in the curly braces itself. And that's where it can become a very challenging if you have, a lot of references and scripts files. This approach is good where actually you have to create a very lightweight skills. Then you can definitely go ahead and pass everything over here. But if you have like a lot of structuring in your, then the better approach would be just to define everything using a file structure and integrate the same skills using file structure in Google ADK. So for this demo, I'm just going to pass a very lightweight references and the code. Because we have referred this weather info.md, so same reference I have to pass over here. So this is going to be my weather info.md, and I'm just passing like certain hard-coded value. And same thing in the scripts, we need to pass this get humidity.py. So I'm just going to pass same thing here as well. You just need to make sure whatever references and scripts you are providing in the instructions, same thing we have to declare under the resources as well. And here in this case, you can see, first of all, I have just passed the script name, which is exactly matching what we are passing the instructions. And then this is going to be the sample code, which we are passing here. Again, you can see like it's a very lightweight code, which we can pass it in line in this particular section. Now the next part is we have to define our tool set. And we are going to follow the same approach what we have followed in our last video as well. I'm just going to call it weather tool set. And under this, we just have to use this particular package, which we have imported earlier, SkillToolset. And under this, actually, we can pass our skills. And this is a list of skills so that like we can pass n number of skills under this. So just like this weather skill, we can define n number of skills over here, and everything can be just passed as a list under this SkillToolset. So I'm just going to use skills, and because this is a list, so I just need to pass this weather underscore skill, and we are good. Now the last part is we have to define our root agent, and we have to integrate this skill with our root agent. So same approach what we have followed so far. So I'm just going to pass the agent under this, define the model, and this particular tool set we just have to pass as a tool. Now let's make some final correction before we go ahead and run it using ADK Web. So as we know, if you want to run it using ADK Web, then we need to have the init file as well. So I'm just going to create that file, and under this we just have to pass this line. So we are good here. Now some correction what we have to make in the code is here. As you can see under skills, we have the front matter as a key. So we need to pass this front matter as a key here. And similarly, if you go to resources and if you see the scripts type, so the value should be of a script. Again, if you just want to pass the script, so this is going to be our key, which is a string. And then we just have to pass models dot script. And under script, we do have this source key. So we just have to make that change as well. And now we are good to run this using ADK Web. So I'm just going to open my terminal. And now I'm just going to pass ADK Web. So I'm just going to select my folder. So now I can go ahead and ask for the weather in Mumbai. So what's the weather in Mumbai? And in this case, it should invoke our skill just to get the weather details. And as you can see, like, first of all, it is just trying to list out all the skills. And then it got to know, okay, there is a weather skill, and it has loaded that skill. And now actually it's activating this skill. and based on this particular skill only, it is going to give me a weather. And it is saying, okay, the weather in Mumbai is rainy with a temperature of 29 degrees centigrade. And this is the same value what we have passed over years. So it has been triggered through a skill, and we are able to get the final response from the agent. So that's all what we have in this video. Thank you for watching.